All right, Kris, I'll fire away the obvious question. Do you have an update on Ryan Nugent-Hopkins? Is he expected to play tonight?
Ryan will be a game time decision. He'll take warm-up and we'll decide from there.
Go stay in that same row.
Hey, Kris. If Ryan can't go, I just want to ask about Jeff Skinner. If he has to be ready, he said he was ready to go. How happy have you been with him and his preparedness when situations like this come up?
He's been a true professional, and when we've needed him, he's been ready to play. And he came and stepped in, played a really good game in Dallas, scored a goal, in fact, played well, and he's been prepared through it all. And it can be a long time off, between games, not playing, and he's worked hard in all his skates, and knowing that there's going to be injuries or there's going to be a lineup change or something, and he's been prepared. And if he is playing tonight, I have confidence that he'll give us a good game.
Right side, front row.
Kris, just wonder about the dialogue with the league as far as contact on goaltenders, play in the crease, that sort of thing. If there's talk going on behind the scenes to sort through that, how fine a line it is, and how do you want your players to handle that? Because I'm sure the instinct is to get rough and protect the goalie, but you don't want to take penalties.
Yeah, no, it's a fine line, and you just trust that the referees will call it and enforce it properly, and it's a very difficult thing to handle because, just what's contact, what propels a player into the crease, or what, obviously our defensemen are trying to do their best to keep the Florida players from getting to the net front. And, player can always spin or take the other route or go through the crease. And you look at, certain plays where, I took physics in high school, but that was a long time ago. And, and there's an action from one side and counter action, but if you're pushing to the left and he falls right and or backwards or whatever it is, it's you can't do that much as a defenseman to control exactly where he goes. So just hopefully the referees see that and call it accordingly.
Left side, third row.
Kris, when you load up McDavid and Draisaitl like you have in Game 1 and Game 2 late in both those games, the versatility of Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to slide down and center your second line, if he can't go tonight, what is that? How more challenging is it for you if you load up again in this game at some point and your comfort level with what the rest of the lineup looks like?
Well, first of all, we have to determine where Ryan is in our lineup and if he's playing. We don't have as much versatility if we are missing a centerman. I think centermen are so important just to move around, and we don't have a lot of centermen on our roster. Typically, you've got a lot of centermen who are playing wing. In fact, we've got wingers that we've transformed into centermen in Janmark. It does change our what we can do. But, we'll address it throughout the game.
Right side, third row.
Kris, it's obviously been a very tight series. One mistake can cost you a game. I'm wondering, in your messaging to your players, how do you balance keeping things simple, playing smart, but yet, playing aggressive and looking to make plays as well? How do you balance that?
Yeah, if you play too safe, you end up having to defend. If you're always worried about turning over the puck and all you do is get it over the line and you're not making a pass, you're always making a safe play. Well, what happens is you end up giving the puck to the other team and then you have to defend. It's not like they're going to give it right back to you. So, it's up to the players to recognize, when they have a play and when they don't. And you hope that they can make those the right judgment and the right play. But to say to the guys, don't turn the puck over, don't make a mistake, that's just a recipe for disaster. You still have to play on instincts. You still have to play to your strengths. And we believe our strengths is passing the puck around and sharing it and making high percentage plays. And sometimes there are mistakes, and that's part of the game. There's never going to be a perfect game. I think it's important for our players to play off their instincts.
Right side front row.
Your team's record under your coaching staff in the back half of series last year's is really good. It tells us you guys make good adjustments. With the way Florida's giving you trouble in your own zone, does that become a coaching X and O adjustment thing, or does it become a player winning more battles thing, better execution? What's the key to turning that part of it around?
I think it's collectively. That's on the coaches. It's on the players. It's, I think you look back and, there were times when we didn't bring the puck out, but, analytically, we actually had more breakout success than Florida did. So it says that our forecheck was actually better. Now, analytics are sometimes skewed and sometimes they're not correct or whatever it is, but we're not going to break the puck out every time they dump the puck in. And hopefully Florida, when we're able to get some stops on our forecheck too. So hopefully that we can change some things that maybe we have success, maybe 3 or 4 more times on our breakout and 3 or 4 more times that we can get a few more stops on our forechecks. But overall, I think collectively from the coaches and the players, there are things that we can do that increase our percentage just a little bit, not completely, but maybe just a couple more success rates throughout the game.